It's very fancy looking.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Wednesday podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about everything positive because positivity is such a powerful tool for us mentally, physically, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. That's why every Wednesday morning you can expect to hear me, Matt, and my beautiful wife and co-host Heather talk about the wins we've had in our week prior. We're going to do the exact same thing that we do every week. And guess what, everybody? If you're listening to this, guess what? We are recording this Tuesday night. And now you are hearing it Wednesday morning. So we are excited always to be bringing in this podcast because selfishly also we get to just spend an hour talking to each other, which is always fun for us. And yeah, I am recording this into GarageBand. I want to see how this works. And it's working pretty good. So last week I recorded straight into my computer and I didn't like how it did. So there's 4 beats to a second. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. This is crazy. How this is timing this. Let's just do time. Okay. That is a lot easier. Yeah. So it was doing like beats, but now I'm doing it on, this is way better. So yeah. What you got for wins there, Heather?
This is the second week that Georgia has gone to ladies Bible study with me on Tuesday.
Oh, very cool.
So that's a win.
It is a win.
Started reading again. This book, Habits for a Sacred Home by Jennifer Pepito. And I love her so much. She actually is the creator, author of part of our homeschool material, Peaceful Press. And she also has a podcast and just so many things. And her first book, which is called Mothering by the Book, was the first one I read. And I loved her so much that I decided, you know what, I want her school material also. So yeah, and you can get those books at like every bookstore ever. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
I am so sorry, but I am adjusting microphones and stuff. So, of course, since Heather and I don't have like an actual like, I don't want to say studio, but we don't have a permanent place that we put our podcasting stuff. So every single week we are getting at our stuff and setting it up, and I'm trying new stuff all the time. So yeah,
I know, but I kind of like it that way.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it that way. I do not like it that way. So yeah, we are. And it doesn't sound. It sounds way too. What do you think? Hello? Does that sound better?
Okay,
no, that is way too loud.
I know, but at least I can hear you now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that. Wow, that looks really loud though on here. But we are. Okay, let's try that.
Okay.
So we are. Tomorrow is a snow day for Josie, and thankfully it is snowing. And yeah, we are getting snow up here in Clarksville, which this past weekend, it was wild. We got 7.7 inches of rain, which we drove around today, which was really fun. But we went to Books A Million, really cool. We'll tell you about that in just a second. But we were driving and we saw the river had come out in one area and it was flooded. There was this golf course, and the golf course was a lake now, and it was impressive. Which I guess they kind of knew, making a golf course in like a floodplain area of the river.
Yeah.
It was probably not. I bet they got that land for really cheap. So maybe not. But yeah, it was. The entire thing was flooded, and we have a field right next to our church building, and the big area right there was completely underwater too. And it was like, wow, this is wild. So we kept getting phone calls from people like, are you guys okay? Because apparently Clarksville made national headlines because of our 7.7 inches of rain in like a day and a half. But we did have quite a bit of people out Sunday morning for worship services because of that. And it was, we kept getting pictures of people's like driveways and stuff, like we can't get out. So thankfully I haven't heard anybody that was had any damage or anything. So that's always not a fun thing, but it's cool. There's a lot of rain. And we were able to make it through. But yeah, any other wins for you?
I don't know. I have forgotten. What was last week? Was last week Valentine's?
Mm-hmm.
Did we already talk about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what we were going to talk about. We found a Chinese buffet. And for Valentine's Day, we took the girls to a Chinese buffet, and it was amazing.
It was very good.
I don't know if anybody else in this world is obsessed with the interesting, cheesy, fake imitation crab meat
Is it cheesy?
casserole
That's
thing
disgusting.
at Chinese buffets, but I haven't found this again since we lived in South Dakota, and it is like one of my favorite things.
I didn't know it was cheesy.
But it is so good, and they have it at this one. And now Georgia is obsessed with the Chinese buffet.
How is it
Even
cheesy?
Josie.
I am so confused right now.
Why did you never try it? It is so good.
You literally call it imitation crab meat
That's what it's called, Matt.
because it's not real.
But it's so good. I don't know what mystery product I'm
What's
eating,
so
but it's
interesting
so
and
good.
fascinating is like Heather is the we can't have dyes in our foods, which I agree with that too. But she's eating lab-made
Crab meat.
crab meat. Okay.
I have
See what that
literally
does to your body.
no idea what it is, but it is so good.
Oh, here is a
But our girls asked if we could go again.
was it that day that we went to? No, when did it start raining? It started raining when? Friday?
Thursday.
When did we go
Wednesday.
shopping?
Thursday and Friday. Or no, Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
No, Thursday. Okay, Thursday we were very thankful. We had a date night. We went to Texas Roadhouse and it was good. It was packed, but we had a great server. His name was Micah.
Probably one of the best servers
Yes, it
we've
was a
had
young guy. And
anywhere in a long time.
there was obviously wild chaos happening. And first off, Texas Roadhouse was training like 20 people that night. Don't think that was the best night to do that, but hey, they are still going. And, but yeah, it was just like, why are y'all doing this right now? So, and then the hostess seemed very flustered. She started just saying, okay, you'll have two people. Okay, just go over there and we'll and then all these, which this was the positive thing of it. The generosity that was happening in that little waiting area was pretty awesome because the hostess would come over there and say, okay, you're up. And we were like, no, I think they were here before us. And then they were like, no, I think they were here before us.
And it just kept going down the line.
We pretty much were doing the hostess job. So
Yeah, poor girl. She wasn't even like taking names or anything.
Yeah,
she
it
was
was
just
wild.
putting down two people, and just writing down how many people.
names.
No names, though.
yeah, no names.
Not telling anybody like where to go in order, but just if you can just stay in here.
Yeah. But Micah was hooking us up with some rolls. So
And the rolls have gotten smaller.
I'm telling you, I think all they do is use the frozen stuff now. The rolls
They're
are
so
pretty
tiny.
much the frozen rolls you can buy now. Still good, still buttery, still hot, and still really good with the apple butter.
It's not apple, it's cinnamon butter.
Same thing. But then I like the. I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking apple butter, but we also got the rattlesnake bites, which were different.
I haven't had those in forever.
Should have gotten the cheese fries, but that's okay.
I know.
Next time.
Yep.
My hamburger steak was good. You know, I've gone out to eat at 2 places, and I've taken 2 to-go boxes home.
I'm so proud of you.
What is wrong with me? I probably need to go to a doctor.
No, you're doing good.
I went to Jim and Nick's yesterday. So every third Monday, we have a third Monday preacher's workshop in Nashville / Clarksville, Middle Tennessee area. And yesterday we went to the River Road Church of Christ for it. And it's really fun because it's a bunch of old guys and me and usually one other young preacher. And I enjoy it because the old guys have all the wisdom and it's a really good time. But we went to Jim and Nick's for lunch, and everyone was like, "Oh, I wonder what we get here." They're like, "Have you ever been to a Jim and Nick's?" I said, "Well, I think Jim and Nick's was literally started in Birmingham, Alabama, so that's where I'm from." And they were like, "Ah, you must know what to get. Here's the trick to eating at Jim and Nick's: do not order one of the plates. If you order one of the plates, you will pay $15 to $20, and you won't get that much food.
Just get the cheesy biscuits, and that's it."
Well, they give you those already.
Well, then that's all you need.
Okay. Well, I ate a bunch of those, and but I ordered they used to call it the pig in the potato patch, but they don't call it that.
Oh, that's cute.
Now
they should have kept it that way.
Well, then they called it the pig in the garden salad, but now it's called like the hot baker. I don't know. But I got that, and it came out, and everyone was like, "You obviously knew what to order." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And it was it's just a massive potato plus another half of a massive potato with pulled pork, bacon, cheese, butter, scallions, and barbecue sauce. And it's awesome. And I only ate like, what do you think, a half of that? And so I had the other half for lunch today. It was awesome. And then Heather made fish last night. We've been going to Aldi. Here's awesome. Life hack. Live in the city so you can go to Aldi.
Yes.
Aldi is awesome.
Definitely. I like Aldi. I like that it's small and not as overwhelming as Walmart. And you can get everything for a much better deal.
Yeah. I also like Aldi because it's only 4 aisles, and the aisles are humongous. And I've never understood the whole, like, you can't get everything that you need at Aldi. Because they literally, I mean,
your deodorant.
Yeah, but is that what really people are saying? You can't get everything?
I guess.
Or are they just saying, like...
Well, there's just, like, some things it's, like, Aldi finds, and, like,
okay,
Aldi doesn't
okay.
stock the same random things all the time. So if you're used to getting a certain something often, I think Josie's coming. She sounds like a giant coming down the stairs.
Doom. Doom. But we, yeah, so we have, I'm so scared. I'm waiting on her to come in.
I think it's your earrings, Josie. You dropped them on the stairs.
I'm scared to press pause or anything. I don't know how to do this. Yay! How cool is that? Whoa! GarageBand is so cool. But yeah, so I have no idea what we were talking about. We're talking about Texas Roadhouse and our date night, and I got the what is it, the roadkill thing, burger patty. It was delicious. It was definitely good the next day.
The
Jim and Nick's potato was good.
the steak salad is always the best.
Yeah. You ordered a medium rare and
It
had
was
it
delicious.
looked like raw tuna had come to you, and it was a little bit on the red side for me.
It wasn't as medium rare as it should have been. It was more on the rare side, but it was still good.
It was rare. Yeah, it was good. Micah, he was the bomb. I told him he was awesome on our receipt. So
Yeah.
dude just kept bringing them rolls, which probably is why I didn't eat as much. But yeah, they were busy, and I was excited to have a date night. And then the next night and then after that, Heather and I went and
Furniture shopped.
we went and looked for new living room furniture because if you come to our living room right now, you would notice we probably should have bought something. But we used to have a big sectional, and we've had it for 3 or 4 years, and it's made 3 moves because we moved from the farmhouse in Alabama to our house in Alabama. And so it's made
In South Dakota to Alabama. Then to here.
3. South Dakota, Alabama's 1. Alabama to Alabama's 2. Alabama to here's 3.
Yeah.
So it's made 3 moves. And it has gone through the ringer. So it does not fit in this house.
And it's enormous.
We've got one piece of it upstairs, or 2 pieces of it upstairs, and then some of it down here. So we went shopping Thursday night and got to do some walking around without the girls. And then Friday afternoon, like when we picked up Josie, we went and checked out furniture again with them and let them sit on everything, and they enjoyed it. Of course, they wanted the couches with like all the big plushy stuff on it, like the weird ribbed fleece stuff.
They look like a giant minky blanket.
Yeah,
They're
they
hilarious.
Liked those. Looks like they should be on MTV Cribs back in the early 2000s. But it was fun. We had fun.
And Georgia,
here's the thing
was the massage chairs.
Yes. Okay. Biggest pet peeve. Going to turn y'all's little space heaters thing off.
Mm-hmm.
What they had the massive like electric heaters you can get for your house, like that look like fireplaces. Every time we walked by one, they were on, and I'm like, it is way too hot in here to be doing that. I don't know why they did that. If that's like, my thinking was they do it because they have leather furniture in there and they don't want you to sit on leather furniture and it be cold. I have no idea. If you're a what do you call that, furniture store salesman, and you listen to this podcast, which I doubt that is, but please let me know why y'all do that. That is wild.
It's so hot in those places.
It was very hot. And so we have like an Ashley Furniture that's connected to another big furniture store. And so we went there and walked around and checked out everything. And we liked living room, a sofa and a love seat thing. We really liked one. And we were like, okay, let's go check the other place we went to last night. And we almost pulled the trigger at the other place, but I really liked the salesman at the other place. So we went back and we made a deal. And so we get some new furniture coming this Thursday, and we're excited about it, which it probably won't make it because of the snow, but it may, and we're excited. So we get to, and then we're donating our other older stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to actually have more sitting room because Heather and I like to have people over, and our house just has not been conducive for having people over right now. We only have a couple of seats, and then the seats that, I don't know, we've finally got like grown-up style furniture where it's like you can sit down in it and not like be able to get back up.
Cool reclining seats.
Yeah. the reclining seats, sofas, and love seats.
Our girls.
So everybody
are so
has their own
funny.
recliner.
So they have couches now, and I don't know. We don't frequent furniture stores. So when we came across a couch that had phone charger, like
Yeah, headphone charger ports in it.
not that, but the other one. What are they? Wireless charging thing.
Oh, that was cool.
And then it had like a
The one with the
speaker
built-in
thing.
surround sound.
And then
That's
it had
wild.
like buttons for your speakers.
Yeah.
And then it had like a heated cup holder.
There was some wild stuff.
I mean, it looked like there was an actual like burner on the
Yeah.
like the back of it bent down, and then it looked like it had two burners, like stovetop
It was
burners. And I was like, does that like keep your coffee warm? What is up with this?
Yeah.
It was the coolest thing ever. And then it was all
We
these other
probably-
buttons, and it massaged.
Yeah.
It had a massager, it had the cup holders, and then it had secret cup holders, and then it also had like a surround sound, and then it had all these gadgets and gizmos. And of course, Georgia was like, this one. I want this one. And I was like, no. That thing was the most expensive thing ever. And it was awful. I was like, all these gadgets, this thing would break so fast.
It was so funny. What did we end up doing? We ended up, okay, so we ended up at this one store, and while I'm paying for these furnitures, they go off and find this like little corner of the super duper massage chairs.
$10,000 massage chair. And I
Heather
did it.
is in this $10,500 massage chair,
It
which
stretched me like
looks-
Mrs. Incredible. And then it had this rolly thing that rolled across my back, and it popped my back. And then it did it all the way down my calves. And
Yeah.
it was the wildest feeling thing I have ever sat in.
And of course, we're asking him, like, do y'all sell these? He was like, I mean, yeah, we sell them. But he came over and he was like, we were talking to him. He was like, yeah, we sold 2 last week to a family.
They were marathon runners, though.
Yeah, I think they each bought one.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's $20,000.
And they bought them because they added up by the time they went to and had massages and chiropractor visits and all this and all that, that this made more sense and they could do it whenever. So I was like, wow.
I mean, the 10 minutes I sat in it, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I was sold. I
It
was
was
about
funny.
to sell
Josie
my
would get in
car
it.
to get it.
Josie would get in it and it would just like all of a sudden start leaning her way back. And she was like, whoa, 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 whoa. But it was funny. So if you ever just need like a day of fun, just go walk through a furniture store and sit on everything. So, and go literally play with all the,
Well, the
couches.
fancy massage chair has a try me button, and it has a TV attached to it, and it tells you, and it has like a weird, so it locks you into it. This new age massage chair legit locks you into it. You put your arms into this little like cubby hole thing, and it squeezes down because it massages your arms too. And then it clicks in your legs, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm not leaving here. And and then it's got like these special speakers that are like right at your ears, and it plays this fancy Star Wars music. And I don't know. And this lady walked by, and I was like, are y'all wanting to try these? I can get my girls out of one of them, but I'm locked in and I cannot get out of here. And she said, can you imagine what would happen if the power went out? And I was like,
new fear unlocked.
I was like, I'm kind of claustrophobic, so that would not fly with me.
That's funny.
I was like, thank you for that new image in my head of one reason not to buy it.
That is so funny. I come home and you're like, help. And Georgia's calling me like, Mommy's stuck in that chair.
That would be so funny.
So that is how we have entertainment, is to go walk around furniture stores. I just don't. The only thing is like you walk around, there's like hawks for some people trying to sell you stuff there. It's like right when you walk in the door, hello, welcome. What are you looking for? Nothing. Literally just walking around right now. So it was good. It was yes.
Oh, and there's one couch, the Minky blanket couch, that Josie wanted it because the cubby hole. So they've got this little separated compartment in them, and it opens up, and you can stash stuff in it, kind of like in a car, your little console thing. And she fit inside of it.
Oh, that was funny.
And she was like, I want this one because look. And she got inside of it, and I was like, that is not a good reason to get that.
Oh, and then another thing is Georgia is like a super Pokemon person now. She's really into Pokemon. And it's just funny because Pokemon was around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But we've been like, how did she even get that huge stack of cards to begin with?
McDonald's.
Oh yeah, the McDonald's thing is what triggered it, and
then I got her some for Valentine's Day.
There's some kids at church that do Pokemon that she's friends with, and she's like all about it now. She's like, we're trading this and this. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's think about these trades. You're giving away holographic cards for plain common cards. But yeah, she's got a pretty good stack. They have some really cool cards nowadays. All I remember back in the day was the one holographic type. Now they've got crazy stuff. And then we've started watching this YouTube guy, and he's showing us all these different cards and stuff. It is wild. But she's really enjoying it, so it's fun. And then we got a game set from a friend of ours at church. She gave us a Lorcana game set, which is Lorcana is
the Disney version.
It's a Disney version of Pokemon, pretty much. But it's a trading card game. Is it a trading card game?
I think so.
Just some playing game.
But then there's also a board game.
Yeah. So it's a board game.
But you can also become a trading card game.
Yeah.
Because it's based on how much lore and strength you have. And then you can throw in an Olaf, which is...
No idea.
Warm
He's
hugs.
a support.
Yeah, he's a support.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's so funny. So, yeah, we are... we're going to learn all this stuff. And I always like learning new stuff. But we've been still watching our Outdoor Boys, guys. Really fun. Been reading books. I've been reading a book, Lead Like the Lord, still. I'm way over halfway done now. So I'll be done by the next time we do a podcast, which I'm excited about. I'm in my reading era right now. I really like reading. I tried an Audible today too. People say they listen to books. That was cool.
Yeah.
I listened to it in time and a half. It wasn't that fast. I listened to it 1.2 times. That was pretty good. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out the whole like Audible membership thing. I don't even know how that thing works. But really good. Oh, look, we're almost at 30 minutes. Cool beans. I went to bed at 8:30 last night, and it's 9:30 tonight. Going to bed at 8:30 is a life hack.
It's wonderful.
My whole system woke up today at like 5 o'clock.
Mine too.
And I just laid in the bed, and I was like, I mean, what time is it? Like, I could not go back to sleep. But I slept hardcore till that 5 o'clock. And then I woke up, and I was like, oh, what should I do? So I got up when my alarm went off at 5:30, or got up at 5:27. Got my coffee, went and sat in my chair, and read a chapter, and then listened to an entire audiobook. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and go to bed, even though it is going to be a snow day. We already have about an inch of snow on the ground. So, yay. Good thing for technology. I have a Zoom Bible study in the morning, and yeah.
Do you really?
Yes, at 8:30.
Oh, fun.
And then I'll have to figure out what we do live stream wise for tomorrow night. So, good deal. Okay.
Alrighty. Cool.
Be positive, be encouraging, and yeah, eat your fish and chips with tartar sauce. All right, bye.
Bye.